So welcome to the farm. Here, as you can see, we have cabbage, which is right behind, and then as we go further, I'll show you, we also have garlic, tomatoes, we have some lettuce, but mostly here you have garlic, a lot of garlic, because that's something we want to specialize in. But for the local market, like I was telling you, most people in Kenya eat cabbage and spinach on a day-to-day basis. So it was important for us to produce cabbage and spinach for the daily market. And then now, as a cash crop, we focus on garlic. Now, you'll notice here we have a reserve of water. So even below, there's another tank. Up here we have 3 of 30,000 and then 2 of 20,000 on the top. Here we have the solar panels, and down there we have the borehole. And so all those we started building from the month of October. That's how many months ago? October, November, December, January, about 4 months ago. So we started real production about 4 months ago. So everything you see here is just 4 months old. We're operating on about 8 acres. And so what we decided first to do was plan the farm, divide it into quarter acre, quarter acre, quarter acre. And so we started with our first quarter acre of tomatoes, and then another quarter acre of garlic, and then we put another quarter acre of cabbage, and then we continue planting another quarter acre of garlic. And so it's just to show you that as you start small with a big vision. You start small with a big vision. As you see, this is the garlic that is growing. So this is the bigger garlic, right? As I get, because of the sun, you see me and my shadow. So the light is changing constantly. So all this was like a little forest, like you see on that side. We had to cut all the trees down and then start. So some people may have resources to do this, others may not. Depends on how much money you have. Also, what is your vision, what are your goals, what are you trying to achieve. But you just have to keep in mind, you have to go step by step, do the research, understand what you want to do, know which market you're going after, and then now start progressively. So here we have the tomatoes. I think the light will be better on this side. So we started with research. We've been researching since last year. Since the beginning of last year in February or so, March, April, we started researching. So we did about 6 months of research, trying to understand which crops we wanted to go into, visit some farms when the lockdowns had stopped. We do a lot of online research. So these are tomatoes. As you can see, we've already harvested some. And then at the back there, we've planted some squash, also for a few lines. And as you see, we're using drip irrigation. So we've put the drips all over. The pipes are everywhere so that the water issue is solved. So that also is something that we needed to do a lot of research in terms of agricultural planning, management, budgeting, knowing exactly what we wanted to do, and then starting. So behind me, we've also have some maize. And so this maize, we're going to harvest so that we can use it for silage and feed for the cows and the chickens. I'll also show you the chickens that we have. So we're doing free ranging. So you see, these are the connectors for the water, and they continue all over. So in just 4 or 5 months of execution, we've been able to set up a farm that can, generate revenue for us for the next years and the next decade. But process of planning, going step by step, knowing exactly what you want to achieve, how much revenue you want to make, which crops are people consuming on a day-to-day basis, and then which crops are cash crops who have a higher return on investment. And so and then integrating agriculture with animal husbandry. So I'll show you the chicks in a short while, but that's just to tell you that this is a very well planned farm. We've been doing it systematically. We don't have any background in agriculture, but we're entrepreneurs. And so if you're an entrepreneur or if you learn entrepreneurship, it becomes very easy when you want to start a business to do the research, to plan, and then to execute.